Good afternoon, Chris here with Jarvis Outdoors. I just wanted to do a video today and talk about an experience we've had with our camper in Camping World. There's a lot out there on YouTube, on the internet about Camping World and problems and nightmares. There's good also, but I just wanted to share our experience that we had with our camper, and I'll give you a little background. So back in June, those of you that have been following along with us, we purchased a new Rockwood Roo 233S, 2021, brand new. It was back in the craze. Our campers were hard to come by. Everybody was buying a camper. There was more people getting into camping than ever before, and that was because of COVID and everything that goes along with that. So in June, we purchased the camper. We shopped around, found, several dealers had the model that we were looking for, but the closest to us was a Camping World. So after talking with them and some other dealers, their price was very competitive with what the other dealers were offering at the time. They were maybe a few $100s more, but they gave us a little bit of a discount, and we were pleased with the deal that we got on purchasing the camper. So we went through that process. There were some bumps in the road on their end because it took about a week to do the deal, and they kept saying they were having delays with their bank and delays on, it was all on their end, nothing on our end. We had provided everything that we needed to, but they kept saying they were having delays. So it took about a week for them to come back and say, yes, everything's a go. And then we had to get up there. So the whole process of purchasing the camper took about 2 weeks, which I thought was a bit excessive, but it kind of is what it is. I know things were crazy with COVID, but it is what it is. We got the camper. So 2 days before we went to take delivery of the camper, we got a phone call saying that the unit had been damaged. So there was 3 of the 233S's on the lot. Each one had little different features, but they were all priced exactly the same. And the unit we chose had the colors we liked, and it had the larger 15 kW air condition. So that's what we wanted. That was a big for us, especially in a hybrid, with the canvas bed ends, and this unit has 3 beds that fold out. The bigger air condition was a huge plus for us. So like I said, we got the call, said that the unit had been damaged, and that there was also a warranty claim that they were going to go ahead and take care of. So we went ahead, went up, finished the deal. We picked up the camper, and what had happened is when they had put the camper into the shop for delivery prep or whatever you want to call it, somebody hit one of the bed ends. They didn't close it up when they were transporting it from the lot into the shop, and somebody hit one of the bed ends, the front bed end behind me, with the forklift, and they had damaged it. So the other problem is there was from the factory, from Rockwood, there was a part on the rear bed end that was delaminating. And Camping World went ahead, stepped up and said, we'll take care of it, we'll fix it. They offered us one of the other 2 units that were sitting there, but we wanted to stick with this one because of the air condition. And they told us that there would be a delay in parts, once again, due to COVID. And they would, as soon as the parts came in, they would let us know. They would replace both bed ends on their dime, no cost to us. It was just getting it up there. So that was in June, middle to end of June. So fast forward to October, we get a phone call saying the parts are in, and they need the unit to go ahead and make the repair. So I have some notes here. So on October 24th, we took the camper up and we dropped it off, and they started on the repair. So about 3 weeks went by and we hadn't heard anything. So I called and they said that there was a problem with one of the parts that had come in. They had to reorder it, so it was going to be a delay. So all said and done, we ended up getting the camper back in about 4 weeks. They made the repair. Everything on the outside looked great. And I got it home, opened it up. The day I brought it home, it was late in the evening. The next day it rained. And the next day I opened it up. So when I opened it up, the rear bed end was soaking, wringing wet. The mattress was wet. The lower part of the canvas was wet. I was not happy, to say the least. So got on the phone with them and they immediately bring it back up as soon as you can. We got an appointment. So 6 days from the time I picked it up, they had it back. And they had it back, looking at my notes here, they had it back by the middle of November. The 18th of November is when I dropped it back off. So they had it back off. He said they would go ahead and take care of any issues because there was another little issue with the front bed end where the canvas needed adjusted. Not a huge deal, but still something else to fix. So took it up there, dropped it off. They said they were going to take care of the issues, and that's when the delays started. So we did not get the camper back from Camping World until January 30th. So they had it basically 2.5 months to fix or readjust the canvas on the front and fix the leak on the rear. So come to find out, the issue was they had to replace a gasket on the outer door that either was or wasn't replaced or damaged during the previous repair. I'm not sure what it was, but they had to go ahead and fix it. Well, they can't get the parts. So time went on. I'd call about every 2 weeks, 3 weeks and check in with them, and they couldn't get the parts. So warranty initially had kicked it back, saying that they weren't going to pay for it. The service advisor that we were dealing with said, no, this is definitely a warranty issue, had to resubmit it. The warranty finally did approve it. Once the warranty was approved, they had to order the parts, and that's when it stopped. So they couldn't get them, and it took forever, and they gave us a date, and that date came and went, and then they gave us another date, and that date came and went, and then finally I was able to talk to the service manager, and she gave us an estimated time of arrival of the parts, which was the 23rd of January. Well, right about the 23rd, actually a day or two earlier, got a call from the service advisor. Parts are in. We're going to get you in and get it fixed. So they did. As soon as they got it fixed, about a week later, we got a call, said it's ready. Actually, I called before they could even call, and they said it's ready. You can come get it. So we went and got it, opened it all up there, checked all the repairs, made sure everything was dry. Everything was dry. The repairs looked good. And we brought it home, and here we are. So it's been cleaned, it's winterized, it's covered. Now we're just waiting for camping season. So the problem I had is, it's not really a problem. Everybody at Camping World was super nice. Like, I mean, couldn't be nicer. Every time you called, they were nice. Yeah, there was a little problem with communication, but I get it. They're busy. They're the middlemen. They're the ones dealing with the customers, not the part suppliers. So, you know, they have to deal with all the flack. So, you know, when somebody's really nice and super nice to you, every time they answer your questions, they're apologetic, you can't get mad at them. It's not their fault they can't get the parts. And I talked with a service manager. She was awesome. And she flat out told me that in 2021, people are going to lose their camping seasons. If they have repairs that prevent them from using their camper while they're waiting for parts, then they're going to lose their camping season. So if it's something that you can still use the camper and they call you and say, hey, the parts are in, then you can take it in, you're going to be okay. But if you have some kind of repair that prevents you from using the unit, you may be in trouble. You may not get to go camping when you want to, or maybe even at all in 2021. So it's bad. And, you know, I know everybody's tired of hearing because of COVID, but really that's what it comes down to, unfortunately. So whatever the delays are, whether that is the parts suppliers are having problems getting materials to make the parts, or if they don't have the people in the shop to make the parts to supply them to the dealers. I don't know what the issue is there, but whatever it is, the dealers can't get the parts, and if they can't get the parts, they can't fix it. Fortunately for us, our camping season was pretty much over. We went on our last trip the beginning of the beginning of October, and then hunting season kicked in for us, and we really spent a lot of time in the woods and traveling there. But fortunately for us, our 2020 camping season was over when we got in for this repair. So yeah, it took 2.5 months, and I'm so glad that we didn't lose any camping, because it was, you know, in the winter. And I'll give you this too, Camping World stepped up and they winterized the unit for free because it was there on their lot, and they knew the delay. They went ahead and winterized it for free there. So I know there's a lot of horror stories out there about Camping World and repairs and service and all that. This is my only experience with them. So, you know, I can't truly hate on them that much. If they couldn't get the parts and fix it, that's not on them. But I know they're the ones dealing with the customers. They're the ones that the customers see, not the part suppliers. So hopefully things get better, and hopefully, you know, we're about 2 months away from camping season, depending on when you start to camp here. We're about 2 months away. It's February, and I think our first trip is scheduled in beginning to middle of April. So we'll get out there soon, but fortunately for us, we have our unit back, and we can go camping. But there may be people that don't get to go camping this year at all, or as much as they want, or at all, because of, you know, parts delays. So I just wanted to do this video so you know about our experience and what we went through. Yeah, it pretty much stunk. You know, it was stressful not having the camper, not knowing, you know, what's going on with it, why, you know, it's sitting there on a lot. You know, I was worried it was going to get hit again, or, you know, you never know. Somebody could get in the unit, and, you know, we pretty much cleaned everything out, not knowing how long it was going to be there. So we didn't leave anything valuable in the camper, but, you know, still, you don't know. So, but fortunately, it's back. It appears all the repairs are fixed. Everything's been taken care of. It's nice. Nothing's wet. Fortunately, that was the big thing. That was really stressful. But, you know, I just wanted to put this out there. So we'll give you some more camping videos here coming up, because like I said, camping season is getting ready to kick off. But if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Like I said, we'll have more videos coming out. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and also comment down below. Let us know about your experiences with Camping World or other places, other dealers, the parts, you know, supply issue, if you guys are running into that. And, you know, we'll follow up on that, because I think it's not just going to go away overnight. So, you know, we should keep up on that, and hopefully it gets better and people don't lose too much of their camping season. So also hit the little notification bell so you can be notified when we do upload new content. You can also follow us on Instagram at Jarvis_outdoors. And you can check out our blog at www.jarvisoutdoors.com. And we'll get back up to date on that. So I really appreciate you watching. And hopefully nobody else has had too many problems with this, but just wanted to put this little video out there. So thanks for watching.